Good morning. I am Candace Christina with Purple Jubilee, and actually, I am planning to launch my YouTube video at the end of this month. But I am making this video because I know that once I launch, I'm gonna have to still wear a band-aid on my forehead. And I know there's gonna be comments saying, what happened to your head? What's wrong with you? What's going on? Is this like, you're trying to be cool or something? Or is this Nelly? Like, what are you doing? So telling you why this is, I'm gonna also share with you my journey of my challenge, my lifetime challenge of having self-esteem issues. So yes, I am able to say that out loud now. I have struggled with self-esteem from the age of like maybe 13, 14 years old. So this video is going to be a little different from my YouTube videos because this is going on YouTube too, but the regular videos, because the other ones are going to be structured and, I'm in my pajamas, I'm talking to y'all raw, like this is what it is. But I think it's necessary to get my point across and take you on this journey. So I got self-esteem issues once puberty kicked in, acne attacked. So 14, 13, you're walking around with, oh my God, like with what looks like a million pimples on your face. And so I went to school, people would laugh at me. And I think what really dug the dagger in my self-esteem part of myself is this guy that I've been crushing on all year. Oh God, he was so cute. I don't even remember his name, but he was so cute. And I got my period, and this big ass pimple came right here. It wanted to make its debut, like, oh, I am here. And this pimple was big and white, and it was right here. So instead of Rudolph, I was like, this, it was just horrible. So he got on the school bus and he was, walking down the aisle, and I was like, and he looked at me and he was like, damn girl, is that a wart? And the whole bus started laughing. Oh my God, I just went back into that memory. The whole bus started laughing. My body got cold. I just felt a chill just go, and I was numb, like the whole ride. I was petrified. And so I just remember laying my head on the window, and I just cried. I cried silently the whole way home. And that feeling of you liking this guy so bad or so much, and he like does this to you, like that was it. So that was the seed that was planted in my self-esteem issue, and I think I was like 14. It was a long time ago. And so, still dealing with that. Fast forward to about 19. Now, mind you, my mom worked at Kroger. She made $300 a week. She had 3 kids at the time, and she was a single mom because my dad and her, yeah, but we'll talk about that later. Anyway, so she didn't have no money. So I'm like, God, my face, can we go to the Derma what? You better get your ass in there and put on some alcohol on your face. Like, dermatologist, like she's making $300. What am I looking at? What am I doing? So I'm putting toothpaste on my face. I'm putting alcohol, everything I can think of to try to self-solve this issue, not understanding that it was an internal issue of what I'm eating. But anyway, so I turned 19 and I started working. Well, I started working at 16, but I turned 19 and I finally got some money, and I'm like, okay, let me go to the dermatologist. They were throwing this special about this new drug called Accutane, and you can be a part of the trials. So I was like, oh, free acne drugs, and I don't have to pay for nothing? Sign me up. I didn't know what Accutane was or the side effects or how harsh it was. So if you know anything about Accutane, you know that journey was hard. So I was on 6 months of Accutane, but my body could only take 3 months. Like, that's how serious it was. However, when I was 19, my face cleared, and I was like, oh my God, it was like my first time laying eyes on myself without acne since I was a kid. And guys started to holler, and I was like, you don't really like me. You just want me to like you, so you can make fun of me and tell all your friends like, oh, the acne girl likes me. You know, I had all kind of stuff playing in my mind, you know. And so after that, I kind of settled into myself, and just going back a little bit, you know, during this acne time, everywhere you're looking, you're seeing beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And back in those days, magazines were big. So I had my Cosmo magazine, every page, beautiful, 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 beautiful. You watch a movie, beautiful woman, TV, beautiful woman, everywhere you look, beautiful, beautiful. But then when you're on the way to bed and you're washing your face and you're looking, you know, during your beauty regime, and you're like, I don't look anything like the women in the magazines, the women on TV. I look nothing like that. And not only not seeing myself portrayed, but even, you know, as far as beauty wise, like, I'm not pretty like them. Now, mind you, 14, I don't know about makeup like that. So, you know, it was just natural. Like, hey, you know, you just got it or you don't. You know, now you could be, you know, physically challenged as far as your looks, and you could still look like a movie star, you know, because of makeup. But so that's where my seed got sown from my low self-esteem. So once my face cleared, the self-esteem didn't just rise. I was still damaged. There was still trauma. So as I go through my 20s, go through my 30s, and you know, I'm here. The difference between my worthy issue is when I was younger, I knew I couldn't compete. I know I'm not going to be the prettiest girl. I knew, you know, whatever it was. So I competed in a different way. I was like, okay, since I know I'm not going to, you know, win the beauty contest, what I'm going to do is put substance. This is how I'm going to win. So my self-esteem was low as far as the way I looked, but my self-esteem was high with the substance. I learned how to play chess. I read tons of books, financial, all kinds of stuff. So I was putting stuff inside my brain. So I was like, well, if I can't be, you know, here, then I'm gonna make sure that I'm, you know, I can translate knowledge to wisdom, and then what that looks like in my life. That's what I can do. And this is why I'm doing these videos, because I can use that knowledge to help others and to help myself. So with that said, my cousin Jessica, which you're gonna probably hear a lot of her because she is very much a part of the spiritual journey that I've been taking these last couple years. And so she's like, oh, you got all this knowledge, you need to do these YouTube videos. I'm like, oh, God. YouTube, videos, Instagram. Every single time she said that to me, it was like a dagger in my gut. Instagram, YouTube, oh, God. Because when she's saying this, I'm like, oh God, I'm gonna have to show myself on screen. And all these people are gonna look at me and they're gonna judge me, and all of these things are gonna come back. So I had planned to launch the video the 27th of December 2020. So 2 weeks before that, my higher self takes me on a series of meditations. And when I say a series, it lasted about a week, but the meditations were like 4, 5, 6 hours at a time. And through that, I call it the Worthy Journey meditation series. Through that Worthy meditation series, I was healed of my self-esteem issues. So I went in like this, God, I gotta do videos, to I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks about how I look. I have a lot of knowledge to give, and that's what I'm gonna do. If you have to look at me and say, oh, well, she ain't this and she ain't that, then that's a part of your issue. It's not my issue. So when I came out of the meditation journey, I had full-blown self-esteem. I no longer felt I was unworthy, or no one would want to listen to what I had to say, or I didn't look as pretty, or I wasn't perfect, or my diction wasn't perfect. I let go of the illusion of perfection, and that illusion that everything had to be perfect. I had to be perfect. And oh, if this is out of place, and filming like this would have that's how you know that it worked, because this would have never happened ever in a million years, but it's happening today. But when I went through that journey, I'll share with you a piece of like God, what do you meditate? My meditations don't look like this, and I'm just got my eyes closed. And no, that is a form of meditation, but these meditations were much more interactive. One of them that really drove me through, or she like drove me through that hard zone, was one. I had some sexy music playing in a meditation. I made sure I had the kids taken care of. Make sure I had Peppa Pig on replay. Husband got food. Everybody's good. Okay, y'all leave mommy alone. And so I would go up, I would put on this music. And so I just listened. I listened to what my higher self had to tell me. And she was like, get your phone. And I got my phone, I put it on picture. So it wasn't a video, because I still needed the music playing so I could hear the music. And I looked at the video of myself. And this is me with no makeup, my hair pulled back, like it was just raw Candace. And when I looked at myself raw, and I was like, oh God, I felt uncomfortable. I felt uncomfortable looking at myself for a long period of time, just raw. And I think I don't have a problem with just being raw. I have a problem with me being on camera raw. Me being like about to take a picture, like, wait, no. That piece was so uncomfortable. Even I'm in a room by myself. No one is, it's not even being recorded, and I still feel uncomfortable looking at me inside of a camera raw. And so my higher self just said, keep looking. So I'm looking at myself in the camera, and I'm singing the songs. I'm not feeling sexy, okay? I'm not feeling cute. I'm like, oh God, maybe if I could just put on some concealer, please. Oh God, let me, So I'm still going through the meditation. It was so uncomfortable. But the longer I pushed through that uncomfort and just kept pushing through, at one point, I'm not sure which hour or how long it really took, because that was a long meditation too. But at one point it clicked. And when it clicked, it was like I was no longer afraid to look at myself. I was no longer afraid to criticize I was criticizing myself. It was just like, wait, but why? Who walking the face of this planet is perfect? And if they are perfect, good for them. That's not my story, because I'm not perfect. And so when I pushed through, then I was able to sing the songs like regular, like I'm like, role playing it, like, oh girl, hey, and I'm still raw. And I just kept going and going and going and going through it, to the point where, in my mind, me and Beyonce was on stage, and hey, and I mean, like, I'm lip singing all the songs and everything, and I just felt really good about who I was. And I was like, oh shit, I'm free. I am free from the bondage of this mental, you have to look this way, you have to talk this way, you gotta be this way, you gotta, or they won't accept you. Fuck them. I'm gonna be me. Whether I'm being perfect and people gonna love me, if I'm perfect, they'll love me. Guess what? If I'm perfect, there's still gonna be the same slew that hate me. If I'm me, it's gonna be the ones that love me and the same slew that hates me. So if I'm gonna have people loving me and hating me at the same time, regardless of who I am, why not go through this journey being all the way me unapologetically? And that's the lesson I took from it. And so understanding that, and that's just the law of polarity. Everybody ain't gonna like you, and everybody not gonna hate you. You have to have a balance. And because you know that balance has to happen, I'm expecting the negative comments. I'm expecting that, oh God, she's a witch. I'm expecting all that because it has to come. Because if I'm thinking in my mind, oh, it's just gonna love me, I'm delusional. And I'm not delusional. So here I am. And I'm all good. So after those series of meditations, I get out of them and I'm like, I'm ready to film. Jessica, get over here. We about to blow this. I got all these videos. I'm gonna be rolling out. I'm doing a video a day. Oh, I got so much content. I'm ready. I'm ready to get behind camera. Yeah, your dagger, say YouTube video to me. YouTube. Oh, it don't even hurt me no more. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's go. Oh God. I pulled cards and the future card said rest. And I'm like, Spirit Squad, how I'm a rest? Y'all just gave me back my self-esteem. You showed me how to get back. I've been healed of the trauma since 14. I'm ready to show. I'm ready. I am ready. This is me. Let's do it. So, Spirit Squad, my ancestors, my angels, rest. No, I don't want to rest. Okay, we got something for you. Full moon, the last full moon of the year. I'm not sure which date it was, but December, it had to be after Christmas. Whatever that full moon was, it was after my meditation journey series. So, full moon, there was this pimple that just started to form right here. Now, I'm like, oh, okay, pimple, come through. I see you. Oh, you want to get big? Okay. Well, it kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And you know what? And I'm going to say this right now so I won't go back on it or change my mind later. I have a picture that I am going to post. Probably over here or over here. However, I don't know editing. I don't even know how to do the editing. I'm like, oh my God. But anyway, the picture going to appear somewhere on the screen, right? And you're going to see. And the redness that you see on that picture, that's the pain of this pimple growing and growing. It got so, and the picture that you're seeing, it's not even full blown. And it's that big. When this thing got to its glory, it literally, it looked like a Mount Everest took a walk and was like, who's that girl over there? Yeah, let me go sit on her forehead. That's what it looked like. It was huge. It was so big. It got so big that my face had to conform to my eyes were swollen, my cheek, I started to get these headaches. I mean, I'm like, oh my God, what's wrong? Of course I can't do no video like that. I'm fucked up like this. It was the worst. It was, oh my God, it was the worst. It was the worst. So I finally get to the dermatologist and they're like, oh, we've never seen one this big on someone's face. Usually we see this on a man's back or butt. Okay, thank you for sharing that. How do we get this off my face? They're like, yeah, it's gonna be a process. We're gonna have to cut it up. Oh, it wasn't a pimple. It was a cyst. It was a inclusion, some kind of cyst. I've never had anything like this. Even in my heyday of acne. Up here, dealing with all that, nothing ever happened to me like that. Nothing, ever. Dermatologists are like, yeah, we're gonna have to cut it open, drain it out. Then we're gonna have to put medicated gauze on the inside of your forehead, okay? How long is this gonna take? I'm supposed to launch my YouTube video. Yeah, it could take up to 6 weeks, the whole process. I get home, I'm crying. This is a hell of a price to pay. It's a hell of a price. But I understood that it is a part of the test and the challenge that I must go through. So whenever you deal with spirit, and you're dealing with spirit, whether you know it or not, every day, all day. But when you are putting yourself in a position where you're being healed or rid of something or cleansed or released of something, there's always going to be a test, a final exam to see if you really got over it. So my test was self-esteem. I've struggled with it most of my life. So once I got healed from it, and I'm like, let's get it, let's go. Then this came. So I was like, oh my God. I went back into another meditation with it in full bloom. It was in full bloom, like just with all of its glory. I was a real unicorn. A real unicorn. So I went back in with the video camera, and I'm singing the songs again, but this time it's me and company. And I'm like, oh God, oh God, oh God. Are you gonna love yourself through the pain? Are you gonna love yourself through the vanity? Are you gonna love yourself through? And I did. I still loved me. I was no longer ashamed. And I was like, this is me. This is me. And I am human and I'm not perfect, but this is me. And realizing that this is who I am, it helped. It really helped me. It really helped me to just love me. And so here I am telling you the story. So I'm gonna launch the first video the 31st, and I go back to the dermatologist next Thursday to get the gauze removed, because there's still gauze. Like, I don't know if you can see from the, you know, from the profile, and this is way, oh my God, it's small. It's not even, it's just like, you know, it's the gauze now. So they're gonna remove the gauze on Thursday. And the 21st, after inauguration day. I don't know. I might have to move that appointment depending on what this country about to do. But anyway, I am planning to go get it removed next week. So when I get it removed, then it's just gonna have to heal. And so I'm gonna have to wear a Band-Aid because I'm pretty sure it's still gonna be open. And but I'm not gonna stop doing my YouTube videos. Like, I've already had a whole month of pause, and I'm not gonna continue to pause. So y'all just gonna have to, and because I got so much content, like we starting with the chakra series, I got so much content that I'm backed up with. I'm just gonna be doing it every day. And so it's gonna be a lot of videos with a Band-Aid. And I don't want you guys to think like, oh, you know, wait, is this kind of like a fashion statement? No, no, it's a journey. And actually, you're inside of the journey right now, because I'm still with gauze in my face, you know? So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to sharing, you know, so much knowledge with you guys and this journey. And this is my first video. So, I'm really excited about the ones to come. And I'm excited about the journey that we're gonna go on and all of the things you're gonna, you know, love. I haven't created my gimmick at the end of what I say, like, peace or hi or bye, or, you know, till next time, or namaste, whatever. I haven't done all that yet. So I'm gonna end it on, I'll talk to you later, or see you soon. That is my story.